Yeah, you gotta wake your asshole up.
Maybe. I don't know. But it's super frustrating. I've been like late to work because of it. It's so frustrating. Like a normal person wakes up in the morning like, oh, I got to shit first, but no, not me. It's like I feel fine and then I gotta take a shit.
Well, uh I don't shit regularly, but definitely not
Really?
like never like in the morning usually.
It's like almost always in the morning for me. But it's never like, and I never learned my lesson. I never like wake up like I should probably take like a force of shit right now. No,
Oh, see,
I'm
that's
always
not
like waking
healthy.
up and it's never like that. I always wake up and I'm like, I feel fine. And then 30 minutes later, like almost exactly 30 minutes later, it's like, oh, I'm not fine. I got to shit right now.
Yeah. No, you should never force a shit. That's not good. That's how you get like a
I don't even think it's really forcing a shit. I think it's a shit that's always been there. My body like just realized like, oh, I got to shit now.
yeah. Well, you get. I know there's like people who do the oh, it's time for my 5 o'clock shit, and they'll just sit on the toilet until they shit. And I'm like, that's not. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's weird. I couldn't. No, that's weird.
I've got like impeccable anal control, man. Like when I when I got a shit, I sit down. Like I don't need like a newspaper. I don't need my phone or anything. I don't need to play Fortnite when I'm on the toilet. I sit down, I shit, and I get out.
Oh, not me. I got to do something. My shit's take a minute. I got to do something, or else I'll be fucking bored.
Yeah, see, that's a problem. That means you don't got a shit.
I definitely got to shit, but it's
You got to
boring just sitting there shitting.
Yeah. That
It's
means you
boring.
got a shit, but you're forcing it. You shouldn't have to force it. Your asshole agrees with you. You don't have to coax it out.
Well, my asshole and the rest of me are not in sync,
Yeah,
so
there's your problem.
it doesn't like warm up either. It's never like, oh, I got to shit. But when I was younger, it used to be like, oh, I got to shit. So in the next like 30 minutes or so, find a bathroom. But always in the morning, I feel like I get that feeling when I wake up. My body doesn't recognize it until it's like, oh, hey, it's been 30 minutes. You got to shit now. I don't know. It's weird. I can't describe it. My body's just fucking weird. I notice like as I'm getting older, like shit's happening to me that didn't used to happen. I tried playing Diablo Immortal on my phone. I think I told you, and I couldn't fucking see anything. It was like impossible for me to play the game.
It's
And it didn't used to be a problem. I used to play like my Game Boy Color, like with this tiny ass screen in the dark and like low light settings, and I was fine. But this, I can't fucking play Diablo Immortal on my iPhone.
This means you need like reading glasses or something.
Maybe, maybe. I'm 29. I turn 30 like next year, so
Yeah.
maybe I'm just getting old and shit's like breaking down.
No, that's where I've done most of my Diablo. Actually, all of my Diablo Immortal play. Not all of it, but like, I don't. The PC, the controller doesn't work at all. So if I want to use a controller, I have to use it on my phone, and it works amazingly
What kind of
there.
phone are you using on? What kind of phone are you using?
It's Android.
What Android? Like, what's your screen size? Is what I want to know.
Oh, it's like a 16 by 10 screen, I think. It's like it's not ultra wide, but it's like wider than, you know, normal. It's really
Okay,
tall. It's the new Sony phone, the new Sony Xperia uh 3 Mark 3. I don't know what the fuck their naming is like stupid. It's Xperia
okay,
Mark 3 or some shit like
okay. That's probably why you're having a better time with it because I'm playing on my iPhone 12,
that. Yeah.
which is like, what is that? Like a 6 by 3 screen. It's like something small and stupid.
But it's
Like
like it's not. It's still small. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's too small. But I feel like I don't need to read anything on the screen. I just need to point and shoot, pick shit up, and
even
just
seeing stuff is like hard, dude. Like I look at it, and I have to like put my face like right up to it, and I'm like, is that a bad guy or like loot? I can't tell. Like fucking getting old. I was talking to my dad about it. I took him out for lunch a couple days ago for well, like a week or so ago for Father's Day. And I was telling him like, dude, I can't see dick. Like it's so hard to like see stuff now. I'm getting older. Sometimes if like I look at my phone, if I look at my phone and read something for like 5 minutes, I look back up, like my eyes need to like adjust to seeing far away again.
yeah,
Which when I was younger, you would just snap into place, but now it takes like a good like minute for my eyes to like adjust now. And I'm like, fuck, I am getting old. I need to go get glasses or something.
yeah. Did you ever have any eye augmentation?
Eye augmentation? No. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, like glasses or contacts or
Oh no, never. I never needed any of that shit growing up.
Okay,
Ever.
yeah,
My vision's like perfect.
yeah. I've had glasses since I was a young boy.
No, I've never needed them. My vision's always been good. And I was talking to my dad about it, and he's like, "Yeah, did you talk to the wrong guy?" He was flat out like, "I've had to wear
Yeah,
glasses since I was like 19," is what he said.
yeah. I
So
think
I'm
my
like, "All right,
problem is I used to stare at the sun a lot.
what?"
Yeah, when I was a
Just
kid,
like for fun?
I used to have like staring contests with the sun, and
Oh, how'd that go?
well, I've been wearing glasses since I was a child, so I think not well.
Oh god, that's great. Oh, it's fucked up, but that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I'm just getting old, man. Like I'm having problems I didn't used to have. I make dad noises when I get up from stuff now. You ever seen that? You know
you
when
just
like
like
dads get up from a couch, they're like, ugh.
yeah,
Yeah, I do that now.
you gotta like stretch more.
I
Stretching is
agree.
important. You get those sciatic nerve pains, you know, where it's like your like lower back, like in your like butt cheek in your leg. You get those yet?
Sometimes if I sit too long in the wrong position, my whole like right leg falls asleep.
No,
And
that's
it's like my
different.
whole like right leg. It's like up to like my ass cheek. Like it all just
No,
goes
yeah,
numb.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes that happens if I sit in the wrong position for too long.
that's how you know. That's how you know you're old.
Dude, it's bad. It's getting bad. How old are you? You don't mind me asking. I think you're a little bit older than me, right?
Yeah, 31.
31. Yeah, so that's what I gotta look forward to then, like numb ass cheeks and reading glasses.
Yeah, but I'm more. I work out a lot. I do a lot of like cardio and shit. I bike a lot. I have a like a electric bike now, so it's made me a lot lazier.
Oh, not me. I used to like when I was in high school. So I've been overweight like my whole life. And when I was in high school, I'm like, fuck this. Somebody do something about it. So I did. And I started jogging. I used to jog
Yeah,
a lot. I used to jog a lot. Like I jogged my junior through senior year of high school. I jogged 5 nights a week. And at my peak, I was running like 3 miles a night. It was insane. And I was in the best shape of my life. And then I went to college and that all got fucked up. And I ballooned up and gained so much weight back from college. I just never lost it again. I
yeah,
keep talking
it's
about like going back to the gym and doing it, but like my wife is like, "You always talk about you never do it," and I'm like, "You're right, I suck."
it's harder now. I lost like 20 pounds in the past year.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
just from biking.
from biking, and I bike like 16 miles a day, and then I think that the mostly I changed my diet. I started like eating. I didn't change what I eat. I just ate more regularly, and then
Yeah, that's the trick too.
yeah,
Like when I was in high school, when I was trying to lose weight, I found out like you can lose weight faster by eating more frequent meals on a time basis than like three big meals. So instead of like eating 3 big meals a day, you eat like 6 small meals. And what that does is that it lets your body know, like, hey, there's always food here, so you can just burn off like any fat you're not using,
Yeah.
and it speeds up your metabolism being on that schedule. And I used to do that. I used to pay so much attention to like how many carbs I was taking in, how much I was running, my times. I got to the point where I was running like a mile in like 8 minutes. It was insane. And now I'm like, I try to run a mile and I almost passed out. I'm not even exaggerating. Like I felt like my heart beating, and every time my heart beat, I felt like a tunnel closing in. It was like boom, 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 and every time it would like, every time my heart would beat, it would like I felt the tunnel closing a little bit more, and I was like, shit, I'm going to die.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to start running again. Shouts out to Nintendo Switch XL in the chat. We
Yo,
are
what's up?
live, by the way. We are live. I hit the
Hi,
live button.
everybody. You got to hear me talk about how unhealthy I am as I'm going into my early 30s.
Yeah, man. You gotta like now's the time to get
Yeah,
back on the horse, dude. At least like stretching. Stretching is important. A lot of people just don't stretch. I feel like that's
yeah,
a good.
dude. I had no idea like how fucked up my body was. Like my wife and I, our birthdays are in the same month. I don't know if I told you this, but I went to get us like a couple massage, and I thought they would just like do our whole like spa package like together, but no, I just bought 2 separate spa packages and we had them separate from each other. I didn't see her for like the whole time, but I got a full body massage. I didn't know what to do. I've never done that before. I'll make the
Yeah.
story quick and we can get into the show, but this is really funny. And the lady asked, like, so what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I've never done this before. She was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, no, never. And she asked me, like, what do you do for work? I'm like, oh, I work at a desk. She's like, okay, are you right handed or left handed? I'm like, oh, I'm right handed. And she was like, do you stretch a lot? And I was like, no, not really. Do you get pain in your back? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you get headaches when you work too long? And I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool, lie down. I know what to do.
Huh.
And immediately she like worked out like fucking muscles in my back I didn't know I had. And she started massaging my muscles in my arm. And the whole time she's explaining to me, like, yeah, when you sit, like you put a lot of pressure on these joints and that like pinches nerves and gives you headaches. So if you get a massage gun and work these out and massage these out on your own, you'll get less headaches and you'll feel more limber at the end of the day. You won't be so tired at the end of work. And I was like, God damn, dude. Like this girl was a fucking pro. Like immediately she went into it. She knew exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
She found knots I didn't even know existed. At the end of it, I felt like Jello. It was insane, dude.
Uh, I've never gotten a massage, like a professional massage.
Dude, do it. Do it. Like
I just never believed in
I
it. I just never.
I didn't either, man. I was like, whatever about it. But I was like, people do this. So and I'll be honest, like, I had some money at the time, like I got a pretty nice bonus from work, and it was mine and my wife's birthday. So I was like, oh fuck it, let's do it. Let's go get him a couples like spa day. And it was great, dude. I ended up getting like a whole like back and arms like massaged out. The whole time she was telling me like this is what this muscle does. When you sit at your desk, this is why it hurts so much. And then she tells me like, this is why your back hurts because you sit at a desk, even though you try to sit up straight, your muscles are forcing one direction, but your body wants to go another. So that's why you get this pain in your lower back. And the whole time she's explaining it to me, she's like working those like knots out at the same time. And I'm just feeling so much relief from tension I didn't know I had. Like I felt like 10 pounds lighter at the end of it. Like I felt so much more loose. I
Nice.
felt more relaxed. I ended up like paying at the start of it. I paid for like a full body and a foot massage, and she was like, "We can go to the foot massage if you want." Is what she tells me. But she's like, "But honestly, most of your like issues are waist up. So if it's okay with you, I think we should use that time to keep working on that." And I'm like, "Dude, fuck it. Yeah, you're the professional. Like, do that. Like, you're
Nice.
working magic right now. Yeah, dude." And then
Is
after I was done
she?
with her, I went to get like a facial because I paid for that package too. I don't know if she told the facial girl what was going on, But she was doing the same thing on my face. She was like working on muscles I didn't even know I had in my face, like giving me a face massage. And then after she was done with that, she went back to my arms and got like other pressure points that the other girl missed. And I was like, I was in heaven, dude. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Fucking, this is incredible.
Did they tell you how to kind of take care of it yourself?
Oh
Or
yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah. The
'Cause that
first girl was like, the first girl was telling me like, okay, she's like, okay, write this down. She's like, you're gonna want to get a massage gun and all these points I worked out. You're gonna want to put your massage gun on that for at least a couple minutes a day. So she was like, whenever you go on break at work, because I told her I work from home, she's like, just get that massage gun, work those out. At the end of the day, you won't feel so tired, you won't have a headache. And she was like, also buy like an S bar so you can get those points in your back you can't reach. And then she told me like buy a heat blanket, like a heating compressed blanket, so that you can heat those muscles up after work, so you won't have a sore back. And as soon as she told that, I was like, dude, I'm already buying on Amazon. Like as she was telling me this, I was like adding it all to my cart, and then I bought it like right when she told me this is
Sweet.
everything I needed. Yeah, like this woman was amazing. I
Yeah,
didn't know how helpful this stuff could be. Like it was crazy.
I feel like they try to keep you coming back. So I feel like usually they don't, because those things are always like temporary solutions, right? It's like that and like chiropractic, where I'm like, I don't know if this is because they want you to subscribe to them so you keep coming back. So I feel like they wouldn't tell you, oh, this is what you can do at home and to relieve yourself.
Yeah, dude, she was telling me like all the stuff I can do to like help me out. And then like I told her like my wife was pregnant, so she gave me some advice on like foot massages I could do to help her out too. Like this girl was great. We're already making plans to like go back sometime, like after the baby. After the baby's born, we want to make plans to like go back and stuff and get the same people because we both had like a great experience with the person we got. It was
Get
it
the
was
baby a
awesome. I recommend
massage.
it. Fuck it, why not? Get the
Yeah.
kid started early. But no, jokes
Um.
aside, like I recommend it. If you can afford it, get like a full body massage, especially since like because you work in a hospital, right? Like you're carting food and stuff back and forth. So
Yeah. Walking all day.
yeah. Yeah, so definitely get like a full body massage for sure. If you get a good person, because I told my dad about it, he was the same way. He was like, "Oh yeah, if you get someone who knows what they're doing, all they gotta do is ask you like, what do you do for work, and they know like where to start." Yeah, it was fucking dope. Anyway, we're a video game podcast, everybody. So
Yeah.
sorry to talk about like adult problems before the show, but
No,
yeah,
that's
man.
that's why people come. Shouts out to Alexis the Nexus in the chat. I don't know if I'm like calling you guys out and you don't want to be called out, then that's the only thing. I'm watching who's in the thing. Just so we do this live on twitch.tv/gameovers. So we want your voices to be heard. I listened to that Reddit thing, the Reddit talk thing. There's another
Yeah.
side tangent. Reddit does like a live like chat thing, which you have to like sign up for, and then it publishes your live thing to all of Reddit. So like on the top bar, it shows everyone who's like doing like a live show. And I want to do that. I want to jump in on like the Reddit shit because like they have
Yeah.
the thing where you can just bring people in and they can just raise their hand whenever they want to say something, and then you can let them talk.
I'm
And
down. I'd
it's
love to do
just
that. Let's do it next week.
I signed up for it, but you have to get like approved, and I just haven't gotten any word back on that. But
Yeah, I tried to sign up for it, but I wanted to get your opinion on it. I'll talk to you about it after the show.
all right,
Because
but
maybe I
just
could
to
like,
let
yeah.
people know who's watching this or listening to this, you can jump in at any time and be like, "Hey, I got some opinions on this," and we'll let you jump in on this on the conversation here, or just type in the chat. But you guys can jump in whenever you want. I want everyone's voices to be heard. So that's yeah. If you got any opinions on whatever we're talking about, or if you just something happened and we're not talking about it, and you want some discussion on that, then let's keep it video game related though.
Yeah. We always have like a side tangent in the beginning, but we try to keep it video game related, like when the show officially starts.
yeah. Yeah, let's get started here.
Dope. Can you share the stream with me, or is that going to be too
Oh yeah.
taxing on your stuff?
No, I can do that.
All right, cool. Let's close out Twitch then.
All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? This is Podcast Game Overs, episode 107 for Saturday, July the 2nd. I am Wasabi Ice Cream, joined as always by my dude, Rick. What's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm excited. I play a lot of games in these last couple weeks. I can't wait to start talking about them. Nintendo just had a showcase, and I can't wait to talk about some of the stuff on that showcase. But let's start where we always start, man. Tell the people what you've been playing.
I finished The Quarry.
You finished the core. What'd you think?
I finished The Quarry with my girlfriend, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah? About
Yes.
as much or more than Until Dawn?
About as much as Until Dawn and their other games. I feel like they're all enjoyable experiences, just for like different reasons. You end up like the character progression. Like some characters you start to hate, but then you're like, you know what? I kind of like this guy. um, yeah. So there were like a couple characters in particular that really, once you spend more time with them, they're like, okay, I really like this guy.
Yeah.
But some things I like didn't like about it were the QTEs. The QTE stuff in this game, I don't know when they like shifted between like doing like button stuff or like making it more difficult or not difficult. They're easy as fuck in this game.
Oh,
To
yeah?
the point where it's like uh I'm just gonna like it's not really a spoiler just to say like it's all thumbstick shit. It's all left, right, up, down on the thumbstick. You never have to hit any buttons. You never have to like do anything more complicated than left, down, up, right on the thumbstick.
That's a
So
little upsetting.
the problem with that is there's moments in the game where it's like, do you want to take the easy path or do you want to take the difficult, more short path? And you're gonna choose a difficult path, quote unquote difficult path every time because you already know the QTE is gonna be some like up, down, left, right, easy fucking shit. And it's never gonna be more complicated than that. Or like it's like up, down, left, right, or you like mash the A button. It's always like the A button. It's never anything else. So
Oh, man. I remember like Until Dawn, it would be like, oh, hold the right trigger and then slowly pull the
yeah,
left trigger and then hit. You had these like crazy things that were like fucking intense.
yeah,
And that was like part of the appeal of the game is like, not losing your shit and fucking it up. So
yeah.
it's kind of a bummer that's kind of lost with this one.
Um, the soundtrack fucking blows, dude. There's
Really?
times in this game where like it's like licensed music, so there's times where like something will happen, and it's like a horror game, but you get these fucking like somber like indie folk songs that come in at like the weirdest moments. You're like, what the fuck is this soundtrack, dude? It's like weird as fuck. It's like super out of place music for what's supposed to be like a campy horror game. It's like I don't know. It was not great. Not great. Soundtrack blows. Um
A bummer.
and then like when you inspect things, you have to inspect them multiple times to actually read the text that's on the thing you're looking at. Like you'll inspect it once and then your character will pick it up and go, "Huh, that's crazy." And then they'll put it down and then they'll turn around so that you don't even know what the fuck they just read. So you have to like turn your character back around and then pick the thing back up so you can actually read what the fuck you just picked up. You have to do that every fucking time. Every single time it does that. And it's annoying as shit. So,
Oh, that
other
is
than that,
obnoxious.
other than that, it's a very good game. Uh, when you finish the game, when you finish the game, it lets you replay it with the option to rewind any deaths. So, like if a character dies, it lets you rewind and kind of retry whatever you fucked up to 3 times. So, our playthrough, we only had 3 deaths, and we didn't replay it, but we were like, yeah, maybe someday we'll go back and try to retry and fix the mistakes. There are, I think, they love to say that there's like hundreds of endings, but I think there's only really like 2 distinct endings. I'm not gonna spoil what that is, but I think in reality there's really like 2 real endings. So, but yeah, very very enjoyable game. I enjoyed it all the way through. So that's
Good. I'm glad you liked it. I gotta check it out because I really liked Until Dawn, and I really want to check it out. I haven't played anything after Until Dawn though, but most people tell me they're kind of hit and miss. But I've heard good things about the Quarry so far.
yeah, yeah. I think all their stuff is pretty consistently okay. Like if you like that type of thing, they do hit the spot. Um, yeah, the Quarry does have. My girlfriend was like on it. She was like fucking in detective mode the entire time, like picking up
Yeah.
on everything. Whereas me, I'm a dumb fuck, just like yeah, you might be right about that, but I don't know. And then yeah, she was like right about everything. So there's like
That's really cool.
yeah, there's definitely a thing happening that if you pick up on it, you're like, oh yeah, yeah, okay, they were doing that from the beginning. Um,
I really want to play it now. That's cool. I'll add it to my list. Anything else you've been playing?
Steam Deck. I want to talk about the Steam Deck real quick
Did you get one?
because okay, so here's the thing. Okay,
Oh, here we go.
my Steam Deck is ready. Okay, it's ready to be
Okay.
purchased, and
Exciting.
I'm not gonna purchase it.
The fuck? Why?
I no longer want this. The wait for the Steam Deck has made me no longer want a Steam Deck because now there are like several other options on the table, and the future that the Steam Deck promised is looking like the future that I don't want.
I
Just
can you
in
go into more
terms of
detail. Like,
mainly for me is I want something that can fit in my fucking pocket. You know what I mean? It's the whole reason that like I've had a Nintendo Switch and I mainly use it in portable mode, but I don't like take it with me anywhere because I don't even play it is because I'm only going to play it at home. I'm not going to take it with me anywhere. And if I'm home, I have a PC and a PS4 and like I have stuff at home that if I'm just home, I might as well just load that shit up and play those. So I feel like the Steam Deck's gonna be the same thing for me, where it's just too big for me to really take anywhere without throwing it in a backpack or something. I don't want to take a backpack anywhere with me if I'm just going like downtown or something. So I feel like I just want something small that I can fit in my
not
pocket.
me. Not me. Like,
Yeah.
I just spent the last like 20 minutes bitching about how bad my eyes are. Like, I'm fine with a bigger screen.
Yeah.
Um, I take my Switch with me everywhere, but I do kind of like a goofy thing with it. My wife like teases me about it, but I don't give a fuck. I bought like I got that hard shell like case for my Switch, you know, that zip up one, and I clipped a carabiner to it, and I snapped that carabiner on like the loops on my jeans, and I carry it around like that. So it's hanging from
That's
my waist. Yeah, I know
insane.
it looks goofy. It looks goofy, but people give me shit for it, but I don't care. Like it doesn't fit in my pocket, so that's why I'm gonna carry it around. And honestly, I like the size because again, I was just bitching about how bad my eyes are, so I like how big it is. But yeah, I could see like the appeal. Did you see anything like any alternatives with the smaller screen size or smaller
Not
portable size?
not anything with a smaller size, but there's already like devices coming out that are more
Yeah.
powerful than the Steam Deck. Granted, they're gonna be more expensive, but
Yeah,
like AMD already has like a new chip out, and they're already more powerful than the Steam Deck. So there's already like more portable devices. Like there's just like a lot of options, and they run Windows and shit, so you can kind of just they're more versatile.
yeah,
Um, that's why I'm like looking at the Steam Deck. Like I could get this right now, but I feel like in like once like there's still the Steam Deck is still like in develop. I feel like the Steam Deck is like early access right now, to where if I get one, I'm gonna get fucked on like the early buyers fucking.
well, that's like most hardware, isn't it? Like a
It
year
is,
later, there's like a fancier
yeah. But I'm
like
only thinking about
tweaker
this
model.
because it's only happening now because I had to wait for it so long.
Yeah,
That now that it's available to me, I'm like I've had the time to
yeah,
like
maybe now
contemplate
it's
all
time to
my
wait.
options.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
I see what you
haven't.
mean. Now that you waited so long, there's like stuff around the corner
Yeah, yeah.
that you should wait on. No, I get it. That makes sense.
So, um, I'm I'm not gonna buy one. So
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't.
been going back and forth on one. I want to get one. Honestly, like I'd rather get like a Steam Deck or any other Steam Deck equivalent device over like a PS5 or something.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I still don't have a PS5. But like, what I'm more looking at, there are smaller options. Like there's like Android handhelds that do
Yeah,
fit in your pocket, and those do most of what. Because what I mostly want to do is like emulators and shit. Like I just want to play
yeah,
like N64 games and like PS2 games and shit like that. And those Android handhelds can do all of that shit. They can do even like GameCube and Wii, and some of them can even do like Switch.
okay.
And that stuff's still early on the Android, but it's like they're getting there. So the Steam Deck, really the only thing is like my Steam library. There's all those like small indie games that I really want to
Yeah,
play. Whereas like I don't want to like play them on like my powerful PC. I'd rather just have something small to load those up on.
yeah.
And yeah, there's just the deck is just not it's just not gonna really be it's not the best option for me in terms of
I hear you. Well, that
those
makes
type of
sense.
games. Yeah.
That makes sense. I gone back and forth on one. I want to get one. Honestly, if it supported Game Pass, I probably would have bought it like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
like Game Pass is like such a huge sell for me, which I'll go over in a little bit later. But yeah, and that's like one thing that bums me out is like I can't play any of my Game Pass games on it.
Yeah. So I will continue to wait for something smaller and
Yeah,
more powerful. Not more powerful, but more powerful than like the Android shit that exists
yeah.
right now. And we'll get there.
I've
I give it
played
another
like
year.
I've been playing quite a bit of games, man. Like I
You
picked
get that
up
Sunbreak?
I did. I got Sunbreak. I had to work the fucking day it came out. So like I was up till I already go to bed late anyway. So I was up till like 2 in the morning playing it. It came out like at midnight. So I played it for about 2 hours, then I went to bed. And then right after that, the next morning I had to work all day. The whole day I was fucking thinking about it. But yeah, I played the shit out of it when it came out, dude. When I finally had time to actually sit and play it. It's so good. I fucking love. I make no secret that I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. So
Yeah.
Sunbreak is just more Monster Hunter. It's more monsters, higher ranked monsters. So even the monsters you've already fought are gonna be a little bit faster. They're gonna have different animations you got to watch out for, different attacks got to watch out for. All my gear, it's like useless now. So I'm basically starting over again because I gotta craft new gear from these stronger monsters. Which any other game would sound boring, but I fucking love the grind in Monster Hunter, so I don't mind it. And on top of that, they added so many great quality of life changes. I could run on walls without having to use my wire bugs now, which isn't going to make sense if you've never played the game, but it's a huge deal to the game now. It's so much easier to deal with. I don't have to worry about having I can swap out my skills on the fly now. So previously, you had different skills you had to work with, right? And it was some skills had a utility to them, but because of that, they got rid of another skill you had. So like my switch axe, for example, I have a move that lets me like kind of stab forward with my attack really quick, with my axe really quick, which is great because I can combo that into something else. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's a good opener. I can swap that out for an overhead strike that does like 3 times the damage, but it's got more wind up, and now I don't have the utility of having that start up to my combos anymore. Now with the scroll system, I can swap between those on the fly, which is
That
fucking great. Opens up to like so many possibilities now and how I can fight and how I can build up my character. And it's so good. I can't describe how much fun I'm having with this. Every time a Monster Hunter game comes out, I dump a ton of hours into it. I obsess over it till I finish it. Same thing when a new expansion comes out, I do the same thing. And honestly, even now, I'm like thinking about it. I really, really want to get back into it. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't played Monster Hunter yet, Monster Hunter Rise is a great way to start. And if you pick it up right now, I think it's on sale right now for like $30 on Steam and on
yeah.
PC. So go check it out. And all of them come with the black belt equipment, which is like really high level armor that'll help boost you through the main game until you get to the Sunbreak content. So that's a good way to start and get into it. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. I've been playing that a lot lately, and I really, really liked it. I can't wait to start getting into some of the stronger monsters. The the Malzeno is a brand new monster. It's a title monster of this expansion. I can't wait to try that. It's like some big vampire dragon thing. The Gore Magala is back from Monster Hunter 3, so I can't wait to fuck that. Or no, Monster Hunter 4, so I can't wait to fuck that guy up. The Daimyo Hermitar was like the starting monster for this new game, so I had a lot of fun fucking him up. It's good, dude. It's fun. I can't describe how much fun it is. Like if you get it, you get it. And Monster Hunter is amazing. And I've been playing the shit out of that, so I can't wait to get back into it.
You're playing on
Um,
Switch though, right?
I'm playing on Switch, yeah. That's what I bought it on. I have like 200 hours in the game on Switch, so I want to pick it up on Steam. I will one day, so I can play it with you. But Monster Hunter, dude, Monster Hunter's a grind, dude. So if I started over, well, with the black belt armor, the grind won't be so bad. So maybe I can pick it up sooner than I thought. But yeah, I definitely recommend it, dude. If you're even thinking about trying Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter Rise is a great entry point for it. I would argue World is a good entry point too, the one that came out before it, but this is the new hotness. Just go pick that up.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe if
Yeah, I've
there's
been playing.
anyone
Yeah,
listening or watching and wants to get in on some Monster Hunter, I'm thinking about grabbing this. Well, I've been thinking about grabbing it for a while, and it's like $30 now. So
do it,
I wanna
do
jump
it,
into it.
do it.
But
If you do,
I need
buy it and
some.
stream it, like I'll watch you.
Yeah, I need some people to join me. I need some hunters.
I fucking hate that this game isn't crossplay, dude. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
And in the year of our Lord 2022, why the fuck isn't Monster Hunter crossplay? It makes no goddamn sense.
Maybe they'll get there eventually because they do
I
have
hope
parity. They have release parity now, at least with PC and Switch. Is it only on PC and Switch? It's not on anything
it is
else yet?
only on PC and Switch. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, that's something I was not expecting. Sorry, that's my food crackling. But yeah, something I wasn't expecting either is to just release it on those systems. Monster Hunter's always been like not a Nintendo property, but it's had heavy ties to Nintendo because when they started releasing new games, they were always on Nintendo systems, starting with like three. They were
Yeah.
released on the ever since like three, they started releasing on the 3DS and the Wii U, and just releasing on Nintendo systems after that.
Well, they release on whatever is like the most selling. Like they're trying to hit the widest audience possible without having to port to every console. So I think Nintendo's been that for a while, where it's like, yeah, it has the biggest audience and they fucking love it. And
Yeah,
then
the
now
last
PC.
one, yeah, the last game to come out like multi-platform was like World.
Yeah,
Before that, it was like strictly 3DS.
yeah.
There's some
World
spin-off
was
games. I think like Freedom Online was like Xbox 360 in Japan or something, but who cares about that? Um,
yeah. Well, because it's been like PSP for like they have been like Sony for a while,
yeah, it
and
was
then they're
PSP
like,
like up until three. Well, no, three came out on the Wii, and then three Ultimate was on the 3DS and Wii U,
yeah,
and then the Wii U was the Wii U, so they stopped on that. It was strictly 3DS like up until World. And this game is great. Like I love Monster Hunter. I've been playing Monster Hunter since I played Freedom on the PSP. That's where I got my first start in Monster Hunter. I
yeah,
didn't get really into Monster Hunter until like 3 Ultimate on the Wii U and 3DS. That's when I really got into it. My brothers all bought copies. We all had 3DSs. We all played the shit out of that. And I've bought every Monster Hunter game, every subsequent game since then. And I fucking love it. I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. If you pick it up, like I can't justify buying a copy on PC yet,
yeah.
but I'll watch you. I'll give you some tips. You know, I'll keep you company in the chat if you stream it. But yeah, I've been playing the shit out of that, which was great game. I'm so happy I have a game I could like really sink my time into. Which kind of came at a bad time because in the wait for Monster Hunter, I did pick up a couple games I got back into. I'm basically dropping those now that Monster Hunter is out. Um, I picked up East. Is it 8? Lacrimosa of Dana, which is a lot of fun. I picked that up on Switch. It was on sale for like $20. And I picked that up like leading up to Monster Hunter, and that's a lot of fun. I never really played East except for Arc of Nafitsum on the PSP. I played that a little bit, but then didn't really get into it. But Lacrimosa of Dana is a lot of fun. Like it's really action heavy, which is what I like about it. It's very simple action. Like think of it like the Tales of games,
Yeah,
but it's a lot snappier. Like a lot snappier. Like you know, there's not like a fucking battle screen you have to like get into. You just fight in the world, and it does a lot of the same things Tales does, but like better. I'll argue. It's a
yeah. It
lot
looks better.
faster. Yeah, it's a lot faster. It's a more snappy. It's got very reactive commands, so you can do like a dodge roll, and if you time it perfectly, you get a bonus. You move faster for a couple of seconds, and your attacks come out more quickly and do a little bit more damage too. So kind of like Breath of the Wild, it's like perfect dodge mechanic, it's perfect dodge mechanic. But you also have not a guard really, because you hold the right trigger. And what's cool with that is that's the button you hold to bring up your special abilities. So when you hold that, it changes your face buttons to your special attacks. But for the second when you tap it, there's like a ring that glows around you. If an enemy hits you right when you activate that ring, you do a parry. And on that parry, for a set time limit, you don't move faster, but your attacks don't use up energy and all your hits are critical. So you kind of have to think like, do I want to dodge this hit and get like faster attacks, or do I want to, you know, parry it and then my attacks are more powerful? I don't have to use MP and I can build up my break gauge faster, which the break gauge, once you do enough damage to an enemy, you break them. And after they're broken, you do more damage to them and your companions can damage them. So what's cool with this game, it's like a rock, paper, scissors system. Most enemies are weak to slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning. And coincidentally, that's what each of your characters do. But you swap between on the fly. It's really quick. You push a button, boom, you're another character. And if you do enough damage, like let's say an enemy is weak to slashing, you do enough damage to them. As soon as you break them, then your piercing character or bludgeoning character can do normal damage to them. Because until then, if they were not weak to it, you were doing like very little, maybe 1 to 2 damage. But once you break them with the right character, your buddies can do a lot of damage to them. Which so you really wanna hit those weaknesses. And you know, again, parrying, you build up that break gauge faster. So there's incentive there to like do the more risky parry versus dodging. And it's all really, really fast. Like the game asks a lot of you to like react quickly and attack, think your moves out. I've done some really cool shit that I didn't mean to do, just reacting to the game, which is a lot of fun. Honestly, I'm a little pissed off that like everyone talks about Tales of as the Tales series as being these like great action RPGs when East is doing the same thing, but in my opinion, a lot better. The game even
Yeah.
rewards you for like doing really well. So like if you there are some attacks that can like launch your enemies in the air. If you do aerial attacks, you can get more XP at the end of the kill. And if you kill an enemy with a skill, so your skills use MP, if you kill an enemy with them, you do a skill finish, and you get back half of the MP you use for that skill if you kill an enemy with it. So there's incentive to like not just mash buttons, but like to think about what skills you want to use, when to use them, when to dodge, when to parry, what character to use at the right time. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot more fun with it than I thought I was going to. The whole
Yeah.
backdrop of the game is you're deserted on an island. So as you're traveling through the game, it's like a Metroidvania. It's very open, but you have to. A lot of the areas are segmented off. So they'll be like, oh, there's a tree blocking this way. I need like 8 survivors to help me move this tree. So you got to search the island, find people, bring them back to camp. Once your camp has enough people, you can move that tree, continue forward, and you can unlock other abilities. Like I unlocked a glove that lets me climb up vines and stuff. So already like the map like doubled in size. Now these vines I was walking past that I couldn't climb, now I can climb them. So if you like that exploration too, this game does it very well. It's not a huge open world. You're stranded to this one island, but it's packed up with so much stuff, and you're gonna start memorizing the layout too, which is what I really like about it. I prefer a smaller world I can memorize versus like this big world where I can just run into whatever I want to. I prefer a smaller, more focused area. At least I do. And this game hits all those boxes, man. Again, like I don't understand why. Don't get me wrong, the new Tales of game. What's the new Tales of game? Tales of
I don't even
God, what's the
remember.
newest?
But remember I said like that game is like it feels like it's stuck in the past. It just feels like it hasn't advanced at all between any of like where it used to be. It's aside from like graphically it looks way better, but gameplay
Yeah,
wise it's just like the same old shit. And I was like I'm like tired of it.
yeah.
whereas this seems like it like looks and feels like a PS2 game, but modernized and like with a way faster pace than
Oh yeah, it's very, very refined. Like you're not gonna see like these very complicated animations and stuff.
yeah,
Like that's one thing I'll admit the Tales of games have is they have these really they have much more refined animations. But
presentation.
with yeah, the presentation's a lot better. But with this though, the gameplay is great. It's really snappy. It's really fast. It's really aggressive. And you're reacting to a lot of things too. Like you're choosing when to dodge, when to parry, what characters to use. You're constantly like thinking and moving and reacting, and it's a lot of fun. Holy shit, it's so much fun, and I like it a lot. Like there's even stuff I haven't even touched on yet. Like you can do these challenges to like have waves of enemies come at you, where you defend your village from them. There's a lot to it that I'm
Oh
really
my god,
liking.
there's fishing.
And there's fishing, and there's this bird you can feed your fish to, and if you feed him enough different species of fish, he gives you items. Like everything in this game like works really well together, and I really like when I'm playing it.
I mean, you can
I
make this
picked it
game.
up. It's a lot of fun. I picked it up as like an interim game because until Monster Hunter came out, and I'm a little upset that like now that Monster Hunter's out, I'm gonna put this game on my back burner for a bit. But I am gonna get back into it. I really like what I'm playing so far, and definitely go pick it up, dude. It's a lot of fun. I've heard the newest one, Monstrum Nox, supposed to be really good too. It's a very similar combat system. I'll probably pick that up after this. I'm having so much fun with it.
Oh yeah, that one's
Um,
not even you're not even playing the latest one.
yeah, I'm not even playing the latest one. I'm having a blast with this. Um, I re-downloaded Skyrim.
Nice.
um,
What mods you
I
working on?
re-downloaded.
You got that
So
CBBE. You got that
I
okay.
downloaded that. But what's funny is that when I first downloaded it, I'm like, I'm gonna play it for a little bit, just to pass the time because I never actually beat Skyrim. I just play through it and then I get bored and I stop playing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder how long I can get into it like vanilla. I last like an hour. After
It's
an
not
hour, I went back to Nexus Mods, download everything. I didn't know they changed the mod manager. I had to download a whole new mod manager. That's how long it's been since I played
oh you
it.
got that Vortex?
Yeah,
Yeah.
took me a minute to download that, get all the files running, especially since I have the Skyrim Special Edition. So I had to like download some like installer to make all the mods on the Nexus work for it. So that was kind
Yeah.
of a pain in the ass. But after that, I downloaded CVBE.
Yep.
I downloaded some texture mods. I downloaded the Ultimate Bug Fix mod to fix some of the issues I was having. I downloaded the UI overhaul mod because the UI in Skyrim is fucking dog shit. Um, I just downloaded a bunch of shit to make the game work. And after that, I'm like, okay, this is the way God intended for me to play Skyrim.
There's a new thing on Nexus called collections, to where you can just download an entire curated pack of mods that are pre-created by people, and you can just have an instantly fully modded out game by just a click of a button. It'll download everything you need and put it all in order and customize everything for you, so that all you have to do is just start the game, and all you already have like everything you need. So check that out. I think they put it just like, it's like a banner on top of the thing that says, "Hey, there's 600 collections. Check them out." And you can just get like some of them are simple, like, "Hey, these are just essential shits that you're gonna want." But some of them are like full out, like, "Here's 10,000 mods for your game, and it's preset and pre-configured," and it's a really good way to just jump in and just get something going.
Oh man, I
So
must have missed that because I went to the I just went to like the top rated of all time and just started like
don't do that, because the top mods are like not, there's like nothing wrong with them, but the top shit is going to be the top shit forever, because that's the default present, that's the default, like, you're not gonna get any of the good shit. I'll just say that. Those are like the oldest shits that have been there for fucking years, and by default they're always presented to like the new people. So there's like new shit that's like so much better than that shit, but people don't know about them because the old shit just keeps getting fed and refed to people. So you're like you're missing out on like the actually good shit. But that's like, those are good starting points, but it's not. It's a problem with the way the Nexus presents the
I'll check it
like
out then. I'll see
mods
what
to
else
people.
there is because my big thing is like I don't want to put in like stuff that breaks the lore too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I still have this like fantasy that I'm gonna actually play the game and finish it, but I never do.
yeah,
um, so I want to download like Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, but I want to clean up some models, fix the UI, look at some titties.
definitely, definitely. Let me see if I can get the link for the collections thing, because
Yeah, for sure. I'll check them out so I can see what there is to like enhance my experience. I played that Game Pass last night, dude. I booted up Game Pass, and I before that though I finished I played Outriders. I'm still playing Outriders a lot. Still a great game.
did you get the expansion?
No, I'm gonna get that later. I am gonna buy
Uh,
it later though when I'm done with Monster Hunter. Um, but yeah, I got to the end game of Outriders. I finally decked out my guy and like some great gear. I got a build going that's actually like killing shit really quickly and helps me keep up in like expeditions and stuff. So that's really cool. I'm basically like that same experience I get running rifts in Diablo. I'm doing that in Outriders. But I booted up Game Pass last night, and Far Cry 5 was on Game Pass. So I was like, fuck it. I'll download it, give it a try. I haven't played Far Cry
yeah.
since 3.
Okay,
Nobody told me Far Cry 5 was good.
it's good, but
It's really good.
the problem is there's just it's okay. Well, okay, what do you? Because you haven't played a Far Cry since 3, so
Yeah.
I think the problem with Far Cry is that they're just all the same. If you played 1, you've played all of them. So that was the problem with 5, is that, and 6, is that they're just the same thing again and again. So like once you've taken a breath from one, it's like Assassin's Creed. Like once you've taken a breather, you go back into it. And it's like, oh yeah, this is great. This is great. Like that's how I felt about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was like, oh, this is great after having not played them for several games.
Yeah, and I think that that's the experience I'm having because like between three, the last Far Cry game I played was three and like Blood Dragon,
Yeah,
which was fun. And I didn't play four, didn't play Primal, didn't play the sequel to five, that spin-off, what was it, New Dawn or something, whatever.
yeah,
Um, but Far Cry 5 is like really, really good. It's a lot of fun. Like, the stealth works a lot better in this one than I thought it did in three. I like the melee weapons you can like cycle through now and equip. The shovel is overpowered as fuck. Oh my god. I throw like a goddamn spear and it kills everything in like one hit, and it's completely quiet too. My god, broken fucking weapon. Um, but my biggest thing with it is the companion system, the soldiers for hire. I was enjoying it a little bit because you start out with like a soldier to like kind of fuck around with. But right when the game opens up, you can like explore and go like save some people. And immediately I beeline to the dog. I really want the dog because I'm a dog guy.
yeah,
And that dog totally changed the game, dude, as soon as I picked him up. He can sniff out people and mark them for you. Not just people, but like animals too. I didn't know that. I knew he would like scout people for me. I didn't know like animals and wildlife he would too. Because I was walking with him, he started growling, and I got a 3D audio headphones, so I heard where he was growling from. And I'm like, "What are you looking at, dude?" And I look over at him. He's growling at a bush. I look at the bush. There's a fucking deer in it, and he marked it for me. And I was like, "Oh, holy shit! I didn't know he can do that." And I can sick them on people too. So like, if there's like two guys, they're standing side by side, I'll sick them on one guy, and I'll take out the other guy with a bow and arrow, and it's totally quiet. Nobody hears it happen. It's so good. Like, I'm having so much fun playing with them, and I can't wait. I know there's like a fucking bear you can get in the game. I can't wait to meet him.
yeah,
Um, but it's good. The gunplay is really, really good. The gunplay feels amazing. I don't like the game starts you out with like you can only hold two weapons at the start of the game, a long gun and your sidearm, and you can't swap out your sidearm for anything. So I'm basically having a pistol and one other gun. And with that pistol, it's a standard like 1911, but my long gun, I started out with an assault rifle, but I went to the bow and arrow, which is amazing. I love my bow and arrow. But it sucks that like I can't have like an assault rifle on the side too, when shit gets real. So I had to like invest a lot of points to my perks to make that happen. And another thing I like about the game too is that it kind of takes the Wolfenstein approach to how perks are handled, in the sense that you're not just like killing guys, doing missions, getting experience points to get level up. You're taking on challenges. So it's like, oh, kill 10 enemies with a headshot to get like this many
yeah,
perk points. Have your dog kill this many guys to get this many perk points. So it forces you to like experiment, try out, oh, I got to kill 10 guys with a shotgun to get 3 perk points. I'll try out the shotgun. And it forces you to play with those weapons and unlock those perk points to level up your character, which I like a lot. Some people might not. Some people probably want to just grind it, do missions to get stuff. I don't mind that. And the missions and stuff are still there because when you do that, you build up your reputation. And when your reputation builds up, you can buy more equipment, get discounts at shops. So there's incentive to like do those side quests too, not just experience, which I think is a good middle ground for that. I love that. Um, I don't know if that's going to come back six, but honestly, I'll probably just skip six. If it's more or less the same, I'll probably wait till like eight to get back into it. Dude, Far Cry 5 is a lot of fun. I had no fucking clue how much fun this game was. The world is realized very, very well. I think it takes place in Montana, right? And
yeah,
the wilderness is there's a lot of attention to detail. Like, holy shit, this is a really pretty game. I had no idea like how vast the world was, how much foliage there is. When you go like an undergrowth, you get lost in the bushes. It's so there's a lot of attention to like detail here into how the environment's built, how the world looks. You can get a wingsuit to fly around, and that feels fucking great to play around with. There's a lot here that I really really like. I only played it for a couple hours last night, but dude, I was having a blast. Um, the season pass is only like $10, so I might buy that too. I'm having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, dude, no one told me how good Far Cry 5 was. I had no idea how much this was. And I'm glad Game Pass is there to like let me try it because I would have never bought this game because I thought Far Cry 3 was okay. I didn't really want to play anything after that. So I would have never played this if it wasn't for Game Pass. And it's really quickly becoming one of my favorite games. It's so much fun. And I think that's it. That's all I've been playing. Like I said, I played through quite a few games the last couple weeks, but that's it for me. Let's get into the main story now. Nintendo just had a mini partner showcase on the 28th of June. And there's some shit here I wasn't expecting, man. You know, they showed off the stuff you thought we knew that was coming. They showed off some more Sunbreak, which was cool. But we also got some crazy announcements I wasn't expecting. Nier Automata is coming to Switch October 6th. I didn't see that coming. I don't know about you, but I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, but it's good to just have that game on everything ever. So,
It's a good game. I never finished it, but it's a good game.
oh, you have to see. You don't know shit. You don't know shit.
I don't know
Right, man.
shit. I got through. So I told you what happened. I got through the main campaign with 2B, and I played through the alternative campaign with 9S. Is that his name?
Yeah,
And I did all the side quests for it because I was super into the game. And then when it got to the third story with 2A, it takes place after which everyone tells you that's where shit starts. That's where the shit gets real.
yeah,
That's when it becomes a near game. I hit a fucking game-breaking glitch that wasn't spawning enemies in a certain mission, and I couldn't continue with the game. And I was so pissed off because I did everything. I did every side quest building up to that. And I was fucking pissed that I couldn't get past this. And it was right before the point, because after that point, you hit a point of where you can actually go back and replay scenarios. And since I never got to that point, I can't like reset it to see if I can clear up that game breaking bug. So I never got back into it. This was years ago. This happened to me. I want to do it again, and I will one day. I might pick it up on PC so I can like justify playing through it again. But yeah, that's why I never finished it. I will one day though. And it's on Switch. It's gonna be on Switch October 6th. Don't get me wrong, it's an older game. It came out like what, 2016, 2017? So it's probably gonna run on Switch fine, but like how well is that gonna run really, you know?
yeah.
Because
I would
it's a
probably be fine.
probably, but like it's a very action heavy game. So if it's running at like a sub 30,
Yeah,
that's gonna fuck with the game hard because that game needs to run at like 60. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining over nothing. It's still a good game. And it's gonna have exclusive content too. Some exclusive costumes are gonna be available for it that weren't available on other systems. So something to check out. If you haven't played Nier yet, this is a great way to get into Nier Automata. If you don't have any other systems to play it on. And what else did they announce?
Super Bomberman. I want to talk about Super Bomberman for a little
Oh
bit
yeah, go ahead.
because they canceled. So if you remember, Super Bomberman R was a launch game for the Switch,
Mm-hmm.
and it fucking sucked. Everyone hated it. Now me, I'm not the biggest Bomberman fan on the planet, but like I had a little bit of nostalgia for Bomberman. So when I saw this game, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude!" Uh, but no. So
No.
when they ended up canceling the Super Bomberman R like on all platforms like a month ago, I think. And you're like, okay, I guess we're just done with this. But now they're coming out with Super Bomberman R2, and all they've said about it is that I guess there's this new mode where it's like a asynchronous, not asynchronous, but what's the word for like there's like one guy versus everyone else, and they're trying to, I think they call it like kingdom mode or some shit.
Asymmetric is a term I'm looking for.
Asymmetric, yeah. Where I guess there's like a bunch of bombermen who are trying to like get treasure out of a castle, and one other bomberman tries to prevent them from doing that. So seems pretty cool, but I don't know why they had to make a whole new game for this. I feel like they could have just updated Instead of canceling the old game, they could have just updated it. But I don't know.
Want that money, dude? It's that money.
Yeah, that Bomberman money, that hot Bomberman money. We know it's a gold mine, so let's just keep fucking milking it. They like ended up adding like weird characters to it too. Like you could play as like Snake. I think they had like some like wrestlers were in it. But yeah, so that's one. Then they had the Mega Man Battle Network collection.
Oh yeah, nobody was expecting that. Like,
Yeah, 10
uh,
games.
yeah,
I was
that is insane.
very much into these games on the GBA. I played the fuck out of like I never finished one, but I played the fuck out of them for like years, and it's crazy that they're putting this collection out. I think it's gonna exist in like two separate packs, so like you have to buy both of them to get all the games.
Like the Mega Man X collection, they split that up into two like purchases.
Oh, they did that with that too.
Yeah, if you got the Mega Man X collection, they sold them in separate purchases. There's X1, which came with, I think it was like 1 through 4, and then X2 collection came with like 5 up or something
Yeah.
weird like that. Yeah. So if they split it up like that, it's like I'm not surprised. That's how they did it
Yeah.
last time.
I would say you don't need
Um,
all the games in this. Maybe just maybe just buy one collection. You'll be happy with that. I'm gonna go blow my
yeah,
nose. I'm like stuffed up right now.
yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Um, I wanted to play Mega Man Battle Network growing up, but I was too busy playing like Pokemon and a bunch of other shit, so I didn't. um, but this looks cool. I mean, I never got a chance to play them growing up, so I might just pick up this collection now. Hambo was in the chat earlier. What's up, Hambo? He was saying it's an instant buy for him. Just waiting for this collection forever, which is cool. I found out recently there's like a huge like collection of like Mega Man Battle Network fans. I can't remember where I was reading, but some YouTuber was talking about like there's like this big like competitive scene for Battle Network that's been like brought to life again with like emulators and some other like modifications to make it playable online. Like there's a huge like competitive scene for it that I had no idea existed.
Okay. What are we talking about now?
Talking about Battle Network still, apparently,
Oh,
I have to find the video, but there's like a huge competitive scene for Battle Network I didn't know existed.
competitive battle network. How does that work?
Well, because Battle Network's like a collectible card game, like right? So I think the later
Uh
games had like versus modes that you can play against other people. Like you can put your deck against someone else's deck.
oh yeah, yeah.
So I guess like there's an emulation scene that emulated some later games that had that feature. So you can play online on your PC. And there's like a small competitive scene. A small but very dedicated competitive scene in Battle Network, apparently. That I had no idea existed. So I wonder how they're reacting to this game coming out.
There's been other like clone games like in that style that's come out. I think One Step from Eden, is that what that fucking game's called?
I think so, something
Is
like
like a
that.
battle network type game. There's a couple others that like do that style of gameplay.
Yeah, so that's cool. I wonder how the competitive scene's like reacting to that. Or they have like an actual like official way to do this.
Uh,
There's also Pac-Man World Repack coming out, which who was asking for Pac-Man World? Like, is Pac-Man World good? I never played it.
no,
No, it's not good.
no. Uh, it's very like mid late '90s platforming. Like uh, like the platform era of like N64 and like Croc and
Yeah.
Glover and shit. Like that's really what like this game is. So it's from the golden age of platformer 3D platformers. Uh, so no, it's not great. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it.
I mean, good for them. There's got to be an audience for it at least.
Let's skip to
Someone will buy it.
Rabbids. I'll talk about
Yeah,
Rabbids a
same. I
little.
want to skip the Rabbids. Rabbids
Yeah.
looks fucking dope. Mario Rabbids. So the first Mario Rabbids kind of came out of nowhere, and it was fucking awesome. I still gotta go back and finish it. It was the first game I got for my Switch. I gotta go back and finish it. Um, but this looks like more of that, but better. Like for
Yeah.
those who don't know, it's a crossover between Mario and the Rabbids games, but it plays like an XCOM style like turn-based strategy game with
Yeah.
the Mario twist. It's fucking fun as shit. That's all I can say. It's really fun. And this game looks like it's doing the same thing, but instead of being on a grid, you have full 360 movement during your turn. You know, within like the actions you can perform, which is genius. I would have never thought to do that. Like it makes so much sense to just do that, take the route you want to take instead of like selecting a grid, having a character run for you. That just speeds things up so much more
Yeah.
without sacrificing like the strategy that comes into it. And look at fucking Mario. He's strapping. He's got two guns and shit. Like, what is this, dude? um, like if you haven't played Mario Rabbids yet, it's a lot of fun. Like, there's so much strategy to it. It's really charming. It's really funny. The game's not afraid to like kind of make fun of itself a little bit, which is what I really like about it. And this game is just showing off more of that, which is awesome. And Bowser shows up in this with like some fucking rocket launcher. It looks cool as shit. Um, Yeah, dude, this looks amazing. Like, I really want to pick this up. I mean, it makes me want to go back and beat the first one so I can play this. Like, have you played Rabbids at all? The first one?
No, I'm not really into like XCOM style shit anymore, but it looks dope. It looks dope. It's more like an XCOM light. I don't think there's permadeath. I don't think Mario can just straight up die, so I guess that's good.
Yeah, it's very light on it. And what's cool too is that it's more like a puzzle game almost, the way it works. Because
Yeah.
there are even some challenges that, like, oh, here's a character you have to use for this challenge. Beat this many enemies doing this move this many times in this amount of time. So it's almost like a puzzle game with the way it works. But again, it's very, very fun. Like it's really charming. The characters are hilarious. The game, I laughed way harder at this game than I thought I was going to. And it's not afraid, again, it's not afraid to make fun of the concept. It's not afraid to make fun of Mario a little bit. It's really fun. It's really charming. It's really cool. And this game looks like more of that. So I'll probably pick this up when that comes out too. I was gonna go back and finish the first one.
Yeah. Hamtaro's in the chat, just like you can be if you go to gamerverse.com/Twitch or gamerverse.com/Discord. He says, Insta fucking buy. Been waiting so long for this banger.
Oh yeah, he was talking about Battle Network.
Oh, Battle Network? Okay.
Yeah, he did that earlier. I did that
Okay.
already while you were blowing your nose.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. We do this live, everybody. So, this
Yeah.
stuff happens. But yeah, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope comes October 20th. Definitely looks good. Um, let's skip to RPG time, Legend of Wright.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. This game
Awesome.
was incredible.
Yes, it
This looks
does.
incredible.
Yes, it does. We talked about this a little bit the first time it got announced. We got to
Did
see a little
we?
bit more of it. Yeah, it got announced like forever ago. Um, but this looks really cool. We got to see a little bit more of it. And I like what I'm seeing here. The style's really cool. It's not like beholden to one style of game. It looks
Yeah.
like there's a bunch of mini games that you can play through. The art direction is really neat. I like the whole game takes place in a notebook, and everything is like hand drawn, crafted by hand. Really cool. I like the aesthetic. I like the style. This is awesome. That's all I can say. This is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I want to buy this. I'll probably pick this up when it comes out. It looks great.
Drops August 18. I want to get it on not the Switch though. So
I
I'm gonna
will
have
be getting it exclusively on Switch. So
to
Switch is great for indies, man. That's all I can say. Like, it don't take a lot to run. I can play it
Yeah.
anywhere I want.
I just I wish it fit in my pocket. That's all I want.
I know.
That's all I want.
I know. I want to see it, so I'm fine. It doesn't fit in my pocket. Um, we got to look at Sonic Frontiers. Now,
Yeah.
this trailer was a bit more impressive than the last one we saw,
Uh,
but
okay.
not a lot more impressive.
Well, the
you
problem
know,
here is that they're actually showing Switch footage, so it looks like shit. But they showed you more different shit than we've seen. So, uh, cyberspace, is that what they're calling it? Cyberspace.
I think so. I
Uh,
don't really. I care so little about Sonic now. Like,
they showed off the news like cyberspace shit, which is more like traditional 3D Sonic levels. In these like one-off sections. So you go into these cyberspace areas, and it's like a Sonic Adventure level. You're like behind the back Sonic, and it's like more set piece shit, which is like cool, but you know, still it's like Sonic
weird to
shit.
like segment that out though. Like,
Yeah,
if this is the whole game, going to like these cyberspace levels and playing them, like, why does it have to be like open world? Why don't just have it be level based with the cyberspace stuff?
I just like how different this game is, especially since
It's different.
it just looks like Sonic running around in PSO 1. If you ever played Fantasy Star Online, the first one, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking because it looks like the
With the environments.
yeah, well, like it looks like the uh when you beat the game and like you've released like you've killed Dark Falls and the land is like rejuvenated, it looks like this. And uh yeah, so I'm like they just took Fantasy Star Online, even some of Fantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis looks like a lot of this too,
I'll have to check
which
it out then. I mean, it looks, that first trailer they showed off, that first like gameplay reveal was a bad move. It looked like early
yeah,
access as fuck. This looks
yeah.
significantly less beta, but still not. It hasn't sold me on the game really.
But
It's
it's all from like early stages of the game, so I'm sure like once you progress a little further, things get a little. I would hope things get a little more
I would
complex
hope
and
so. Yeah,
interesting. So
it's coming out this holiday season, so
yeah, so we'll find
let's
out
hope
one
it's
way or the
ready.
other.
Let's hope it's ready
Just
for release. Dude.
Disney Dreamlight Valley. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
Animal Crossing Disney. Like,
Yeah, there's nothing stand out about this game on Switch, which is crazy. Uh, so that's interesting.
yeah, I remember I saw that too. The same thing. I've never seen an early access game on Switch before, so
Yeah,
I mean it's a Disney game, so hopefully they'll stick with it and actually finish it. But I don't know, man. I mean, it looks like Disney Animal Crossing, which I would assume, I'm not a big on the crossing scene, but I assume there's a lot of overlap between Animal Crossing fans and Disney fans. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like it seems like people who are hardcore into Disney are probably hardcore into Animal Crossing. Like I feel like there's a lot of overlap there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just talking about my ass, but I feel like there's a lot of overlap there.
Yeah.
So this seems like a pretty cool idea to check out. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna ask my wife about it. She'll probably be into it and see what she says. I'll probably pick it up for her. Dropping July 22nd. Every time I see this game, it looks more and more incredible, dude.
Still looks good. Yeah.
Still looks good. There's a demo out for Switch already. I gotta pick it up. I haven't played it yet, but this looks really cool. It's got this like HD pixel style with high resolution pixel based graphics with more high definition lighting. Oh, excuse me. High definition lighting and some more high definition like effects to like bloom and what else is there? There's a bunch of effects here that you wouldn't
Yeah.
see in like older SNES games. So I like what I'm seeing there with that. I really want to play it. I've heard good things about the original Live Alive, so this new Switch remake was going to be fantastic. You want to skip Doraemon? You want to talk about that?
Minecraft Legends.
There you go.
I don't
Minecraft
have much to
Legends.
say about this other than this looks. I feel like they announced this during the like Microsoft thing, but maybe I wasn't paying attention because I don't
I think they
remember.
showed it off really quick. I think they're
Did
like, "Oh,
they?
Minecraft Legends is happening, and we're
This
getting more
looks
look."
this
Yeah.
looks more interesting than the description sounds. Like I didn't realize it was like
Minecraft
real
RTS,
time.
like, yeah,
Yeah. Well, like you're actually controlling a guy, and then like it seems more like an overlord. Like you're taking control of your minions and then sending them into battle, like an
yeah,
overlord, more so than like a I don't know any other strategy. Get like I don't like
yeah.
yeah
I'm
I
not
don't
seeing
know
any resources to manage. I'm not seeing like bases to build, or if there
yeah
are, I'm not seeing them.
yeah like a Pikmin. It seems more like a Pikmin than a
There you go. Yeah,
yeah yeah.
which I'm okay with. Like, Pikmin's dope.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's cool to see Minecraft kind of stretching out, doing some interesting stuff. Like, the
Yeah,
Minecraft universe has a lot of potential to do cool stuff, so it's cool to see this happening. We gotta look
um,
at Dragon Quest Treasures. That's dropping December 9th.
it looks like a Pokemon that's not necessarily Pokemon, but like a Pokemon. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a Pokemon that you wish Pokemon was more like this instead of the shit that it keeps churning out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I know what you mean.
you're taking direct control of the monsters, and you get to interact with them in the world and take advantage of their
That's something I think is
abilities.
really cool. Like the way she like jumped off her slime to get higher, that he
Yeah,
rode on his bat to like fly around.
yeah.
And you're fighting alongside them. So I think it's like Digimon, right? Doesn't Digimon do that?
Uh,
The Digimon Survive games?
no.
No? All
I
right.
think Digimon Survive is a fucking visual novel, but
No, the Cyber Sleuth is a visual novel, right?
oh
Or is it like an RPG?
no,
Fuck, I
Cyber
don't
Sleuth
know,
is the
dude.
RPG. I think Digimon sucks, dude. I can say that with the utmost. Digimon's trash.
How about that Pokemon?
Pokemon's better than Digimon, but
Uh,
at least Digimon gets a little more creative with their shit. I can respect
yeah.
that. But this game looks fun though. This
Yeah, it
Dragon
looks
Quest game.
cool.
So you
Yeah, it
like
looks
treasure
cool.
hunting?
Yeah, it looks really cool. I might check it out, but we'll see. I'm playing so many games right now. I can't keep adding games to my list. Um, Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes is available now. If you guys don't know, it's the It's the new Musou Fire Emblem game. Looks pretty cool. I mean, those Musou games get really creative, so it's cool to see Fire Emblem kind of adopt that.
Yeah,
No Man's Sky is coming out for Switch October 7th. Like, I don't think anyone saw that coming.
yeah. I think they announced it already. They're
Did they?
just reiterating. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like they did.
We got a couple like quick games to hit through, like Plague Tale's coming,
Cloud
on Cloud.
version.
So,
Interesting.
skip it. So skip it. I'm gonna skip it. Portal Companion Collection's available now,
Yeah,
which I didn't see that coming, honestly.
yeah.
Like, good game
What
though.
do you think they every time they show this game coming to like a different platform or whatever the fuck, the voice, the voice comes in and like says some shit. Do you think it's the same woman doing the voice every time they show a new thing of this game, or is it
I
like
think so.
they
Like,
bring someone new in to kind of sound like her?